In China, when I was there, I learned that 100 million people across the country get together every single day to dance, which blew my mind. And what blew my mind even more is that traditionally, it's actually first and foremost a form of finding a sense of belonging, a form of community building. So people join these dance sessions for the sense of community, and that influenced my life and my work, not only in exercising with a group, but also walking meetings, which have now been proven by places like Stanford. You know, when we walk and talk, it increases our creative output by 60%. It's like a really easy turnkey thing to apply to your business. Even if it's one meeting a week that you're trying to be on your feet for, that can make a huge difference. In France, I realized that nobody was walking around eating or drinking anything, which again, sounds really simple, but I never thought of it as a cultural thing. But 80% of meals are eaten together in France. It's seen as a communal activity. And here, we're so used to the single serving, which actually removes us from our environment. And something as simple as sitting together and eating with a team can make a huge impact, and there are now stats that prove that eating with your team increases positive communication, better collaboration, better rapport with your colleagues. It's why places, I was speaking at Google, and they have now made it part of employees' daily lives, they were telling me, every single day. Like if you talk to anyone who works at Google, they'll tell you part of their job is eating with their colleagues. Another great one is I spent some time living in a remote village in Ghana, which was 3 hours away from any kind of real civilization. And it was this place that was entirely mud huts, and the local well was far from local, and they literally had nothing except one another. And one of the most fascinating trips of living there was that I arrived the day after a baby was born. And every single day over the 2 weeks I was living there, that baby was strapped to the back of a different person every single day. And it's where the saying, "it takes a village to raise a child," came from. And what was so cool is that whether you were an infant or a visiting foreigner, that community welcomed you in immediately. I was actually given a bead the day that I arrived, the minute I arrived, that was a way of telling me that I was part of this village, even though I had just got there. And it was an instant sense of belonging. So there are very specific key outcomes that never cost a dime, so CEOs aren't concerned that, to implement Shane's message, I have to create a new budget line. And it's always something that anyone can do. You don't need something specific on your business card to choose to eat with a colleague every day, or to take an extra moment to ask someone how their day is going before you ask them what you need. So it's that kind of stuff. It's all about the vision and the mindset shift.
Yeah.